Welcome to Papyrus Plans. I'm Tasha. Ready to create something beautiful? Let's dive in.
Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to work on my October Currently page together. October is National Book Month, and it was founded by the National Book Foundation in 2003 to really kind of promote the importance of reading, writing, and literature. And reading and literacy is something that is very close to my heart. I used to volunteer and teach children how to read. It's something that again, it's just I'm very passionate about. I love reading, and I always encourage people to read for fun, especially adults, because I think a lot of times you kind of lose the beauty and the magic of reading as you get older, especially if you've pursued advanced degrees like I have, and you have to spend so many years reading things that you can't choose yourself. I think sometimes you can kind of lose some of the joy of reading. And so that's one of the things that I've been trying to build back into my life is reading things just because I enjoy them, and being able to choose a book that I love and that I can enjoy. And so I wanted to do a Currently page for that. And it's every October. And again, just to kind of promote the importance of reading, enjoying reading a good book, and the importance of literacy. So I have some stickers left over from, these are from the autumn reading pack that I got from Etsy. Let me take it out of the package here. And I put it in this kind of poly bag so I can kind of keep them all together. And some of these I fussy cut by hand. And these ones are the ones I cut after I got my Brother scan and cut machine. So that's why some of them have the backer sheet and some of them are like this, depending on whether I fussy cut it or whether my machine cut it. But let's kind of see what kind of stickers we want to use. And a lot of these are a lot larger than I would usually make them because I was making them large for a project. But hopefully we have something that we can work together with. Let's see. I think I would love to use her somewhere. Or maybe her. I think either of these two ladies would be small enough to use. Let's see. I don't think I'll use any of the luggage. I mean, this is kind of cool, but I feel like I can either use this or one of them, and I'd rather use one of them. And then I have this book set that I think might work. And this is the smaller version of this one, so I think I'll keep that out. I have some that I made too of. And these little guys are cute, so I might use one of them. Let's see. I think she's small enough to use, so potentially her. And then maybe one of these scenes. And I think I used a smaller version of this in my planner. But I have lots of stickers left over that I can use. Let's see, maybe one of the bookcases. Okay, and I don't think I'll use this one. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to use any of these. I think these are all potentials. So maybe one of the bookcases with one of the girls, or I might choose to do one of the scenes. Let's see. I might save the typewriter for something else. And since I use a sticker on my planner spread, I think I'll put that one up. Okay, now which of the girls do we want to use? Let's see. She's quite tall, so she might work. But does she cover up notes? Not quite, unless I raise her right there. And then I have to cover this up with something. So that might work if I can find some washi, maybe, potentially. And these two girls are a little shorter. Let's see. I think I like her the best. I mean, she's cute too, but I like the height of her. So I think I'll use this one. And then I have tons of quotes, again, left over from my autumn reading spread that I did. So I have tons of stuff to play with here. So I think I'll use that to kind of fill in, and maybe one of these guys, or maybe the stack of book with the leaves. I think that would be cute. So I think I'm leaning toward one of these somewhere. And then a couple of quotes. Okay. So maybe I won't use the bookcase. Maybe I'll save this for another spread or something else next year. So I'll put that to the side. If I have room, I can add maybe a bookcase. Maybe the smaller one down here. But I don't think I'll have the room. So maybe I'll leave these out just in case I have the space. I don't think I will, but you never know. Okay, so we have that. So let's figure out what currently word we want to use. And I chose the ones I wrote in script just because I feel like, I don't know, when I think of reading, I think of script for some reason. I think I might go with this one. So I'm going to cut this one out. Then put this back. Okay, so we have the scripted one, and then let's figure out what we want to do for our currently prompts. I mean, since it's October is National Book Month, I feel like I should do reading for sure. Learning. Both of those are books. Let's see. So maybe reading, learning, and one other one. Usually I do 3. Maybe planning or crafting or enjoying. I've been trying to get back into the craft room to do some things. I might travel, but I'm not sure, so I don't think I'll use that one. I usually only use those when I have like dates I know for certain. So I don't think I'll use that one. So definitely reading and learning, because those are books. I think that would be kind of cute. And then maybe like planning or one of these other ones I'll choose. I think I'll probably choose the third one depending on how it fits in the space. So I'll definitely use the learning and reading one for sure. And again, I think I'll choose the third one based on what fits in that area. Okay, so let's see. Let's do the consumer price index items. And maybe this one. Because it has the orange in it. That makes me think of autumn. I'm just going to white out this priorities. And, oh, this is a new one. And it's hard to open. Hold on. Come on. Oh, my goodness. Why is this so hard? It's like stuck. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. I might have to get a family member to help me take this off. I can't get this off. Hold on, I'll be right back. You guys are not gonna believe this. I had to get a family member to help me and they couldn't get it off either. We had to get a table knife and like pry it off of there. I don't know why this, I mean, I've never seen that before where it was like stuck onto the bottom of this. I mean, wow. I've never had to have help to open up a correction tape before, but yeah, I guess there's always a first for everything. My goodness. So I'm just going to white out the priority section and 1, 2, and 3. And then take note. And I think I'll white out this 2 at the bottom. This just has the holidays at the bottom. I mean, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Usually I cover it, but sometimes you can see it through the sticker. So sometimes it's kind of nice just to go ahead and cover it. I got some sort of smudge right there, which I don't know where that's from, but we'll try to cover that too. So I think I'm gonna cut off some of the offset on the right side and put this right up against October. Right about there. Okay, so we have that. And then let's add this currently sticker in the script. I think I'll put that over there or maybe even underneath. I might put it underneath so I can add something over here. Let's see. Just kind of trimming some of this off so I can fit it in this area a little bit better. There we go. So we got currently there. Okay, now I'm wondering if, again, like I said before, if maybe I should get some washi, maybe to put down here and maybe some up here. Let's see. So maybe something with some autumn colors, like this has a lot of like greens, browns, and oranges, tans. Let's see. This mustard polka dot color might work. I think it might be a little too red. I'll have some of this abstract washi too. I don't know if I want to go abstract, but I could. Yeah, I might pull some of that just because it goes. Let's see. And let me see. Let me look at some of my other one. We got these cute skinny washies. See, do I want to use black? I don't know if I do. Oh, I have this script washi. That might be kind of fun. Maybe I'll use that. Ooh. Okay. I've got this wood washi. That might be kind of cute as well. So maybe I'll pull these. Ooh, and here's some burgundy. I think that might work. It's skinny, but it's really pretty. So that might work. And if I don't want to go thicker, the other ones is kind of blue and periwinkle, which I don't really think goes. And then I have this kind of neutral splatter. So, okay, I think I got enough to kind of play around with. And we'll see if we can make one of these work. Let's see. Okay, if I look neutral, let's see what that would look like. And then maybe let the color of the stickers kind of pop. This might be a little too gray, but we'll see what that looks like. And this is kind of like a splatter pattern. Let's see if we use that. Not loving it. I don't think I like this. I mean, it's neutral, but I just don't like the way it looks. So I think this is a no. Okay. What about the wood? It's kind of like farmhouse vibes. I mean, that works. It's neutral, it's subtle. Might be a little too light. I mean, it's okay. I don't love it, but I like it. Let's see, what if we went with this? I think I might tear some strips of this and you know what I mean? Have it in different places. I think that might work. Like, what if I did... See, I'm just going to do kind of a rough estimate of where this is. Okay. And same do this side. Oh, don't get stuck, don't get stuck. It's trying to stick to itself. Oh, this washi is really sticky. I'm going to line it up at the bottom, and I think I'm going to tear some of it. So maybe do something like that. And then we could bring... Gosh, this keeps sticking to itself. Hopefully I can untwist this. There we go. I'm going to line this up at this line here. Or trying to cover over that line. Maybe raise it directly underneath. I'll temporarily put this here and then see if we can find something to cover up. I feel like that area is a little awkward. And maybe just put this here again for now until I cover it up. And since this is pretty translucent, I'm just going to do that and cover it up. Ooh, I can see the white out underneath though, and I don't like that. That's the only downside to really translucent washi as you can see it. So sometimes it's better either not to do it, or I'm gonna scrape some of this off to see if it is a little less opaque, less noticeable. Yeah, it's a little bit less noticeable. And again, I'll kind of cover that up. Okay, now let's straighten out this one. It's got a bubble on the bottom here. Just try to smooth this out. Let me get my bone folder, actually. Just so I can smooth out that wrinkle and that little bubble. And let's trim off the excess. Okay, I know that looks totally random, but trust the process. In order to layer it, sometimes you have to put things where you think you want it, even though you don't know for certain, and just kind of play around with it. Oh, and I just ripped her earring, but I think I can piece it back together. Okay, so I think I didn't have much of an offset on her, but I'm gonna cut off this little bit on the left-hand side so I can layer it over the washi. And you don't have to do this, but if you want more of a seamless look, this does help. All right, so let's go ahead and put her down. And I think I want her in this corner over here. Or maybe I'll put her, trying to decide if I want to bring her up. Maybe slightly like this, but over to the edge. Like that. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so we have her. Let's see, now let's maybe put down our consumer price index items. So let's see, Starbucks, eggs, and gas. Want something to cover up that area. I don't know if these can. I mean, eggs probably can. But then how do I cover that up? Hold on. Let's see. Or what if I put the books over here? Yeah, if I put books here, I think that might work. Like that. That way it covers up that whiteout. I might do that. Maybe just bring it over slightly. Kind of want to put it here, but then I can see the whiteout. I mean, it's not too bad. I might just go ahead and do it. And then I can have eggs right here. Let's see. Starbucks right there. And then gas. Maybe in the middle here, between them. Like that. Yeah, I like that. I think that'll work. Okay, so let me put this down to kind of cover up that awkward area over there. Again, I'm trying to just angle it right so I cover up this raw edge here and cover up at least most of the whiteout on this side. And this line, if I can. So about right there. That covers up most of it. Just gonna white out this small little area here that's peeking through. And cut off this excess. Okay. And you can't really tell what that is, so... Well, I might save it in case I want to use that little small sliver of a leaf somewhere. Like this one. I might use this. Get my tweezers. I think that might fit right here. I mean, if I can use it, I will. So I have a little small piece fit there. And I might cut off this other small little branch at the bottom. And I'm going to throw away this part because you can't really tell what it is. Maybe I can fit this maybe on top of this to cover this up. Or what if I layered it underneath? Try to lift this top edge. Oh yeah. And that covers up that whiteout. Love it. Loving it. Okay, that looks great. Now I'm wondering if I should add the skinny washi underneath. Kind of feel like it needs just a little bit of something. And I think that might be perfect because it's small and unobtrusive. But it adds just a little touch of something there, which I like. So let's do that. And let's see if I can lift up this little corner here. I'm going to put my tweezers underneath it, or try to anyway. See if I can lift up this edge, and then I can use my bone folder to kind of tuck it underneath and then push it back on top like that. Now, do I want to run this underneath though? Maybe I shouldn't have cut that. Hold on. Just thinking out loud here. Kind of thinking maybe I should have carried this all the way through. And what will it look like if I do? See if I can piece these two ends together. I think I might be able to. I'm trying to use my nail to hold this end down so I can put it down, tack it down long enough, and actually I can lift up, I don't know if it's gonna let me, the top of her hair. Let's see. I put her down first, so I don't know if it'll let me. Oh, there it is, okay. This one little section here. All right, let's try this again. I'm doing my best to kind of tack it down and hold it. I mean, it's not perfect, but ooh, it covers up that. Okay, that works. And then put this down and put that down so I have it peeking through so you can't tell that it wasn't actually continuous from the beginning. See what that looks like. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so now let's maybe do that down here. And I think I might do it underneath her. So I don't have this awkward line where she's coming out of, and put it on top of the other washi on this side instead of underneath her. That way it gets rid of that kind of weird line there. And let's see, might even bring some at the top. See, is that going to be too much? It might be too much, but let's see what it looks like. I wonder if I can lift that leaf up, but I'm going to try. Let's see. I just realized you couldn't see me, sorry. Just realized I was out of frame. Trying to lift this sliver of a leaf up. And then I'll put it back down after I have this washi down. So bring this all the way to the edge here. And if I hate it, I can peel it up. Ooh, it just fits. Okay, let's see what that looks like before I cut it. Ooh, I like that. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So let's trim off that piece. And then put this little leaf sliver back. Okay, that goes right here. Do my best to bring it to the edge. And I'm just going to take my bone folder and kind of smush it down since I lifted it up a couple of times. Okay, that looks really good. I love that. I mean, that just fit and I can still read this. So top is done, I think. Now let's go ahead and add in, let's see, our currently prompts. Definitely want to get, like I said, reading and learning and figure out what we want to do for the third one. And then something else decorative. So let's see, maybe one of these cute little guys. They're so cute. I think I'll use the cat because it has some of the same greens as her. Put this little guy in the corner here. And I think I'm gonna trim off the bottom shadow underneath the books. Okay, so let's put this guy in the corner over here. Kind of just hanging out. And I'll have him kind of draped on top of this washi. Like that. And then let's put, let's see, reading, learning, okay. Be learning there. I'll bring reading up here. That way I can still see most of the washi. And, oh wait, I gotta cover this up though. Hold on. Need to cover up that smudge. So maybe I'll move this down. Okay, so maybe we'll do reading there. And maybe put learning at the top. I'm just cutting off some of the offset. Just trimming it down slightly. And put it in between these two. Oh yeah, that fits a little bit better. Okay. So learning fits better there. I'll go ahead and put reading down here. Then something else over here. And I don't know if we'll have room for this guy, but he would be kind of cute right here if I can fit him. Or I think the desk might be too big. Unless I find something small here. Actually, that might fit. Okay, this bookshelf or the desk could fit if I can find another prompt to fit in this area. So let me look for another prompt that is small enough to fit in this area over here. Let's see. Do I have that small? Let's see. Trying, I think that could fit. I think crafting might be too tall. That's the one I originally was going to use. Ooh, yeah. Okay, crafting goes into there, so I can't use that. I think the only one that's small enough is this trying one on this one. Let's see. Feeling. Ooh, that might fit. Feeling or loving, I think, will fit. I mean, the heart is going to be a little snug. Okay, so I think I'm going to use feeling or trying. So let's maybe go with feeling. Because I feel like that's going to fit a little bit better. Because it doesn't have the banner on the side. So I'm just going to trim off some of this offset. Again, just to make it easier to layer. Okay. I can nestle this in between the cat and her books. Maybe right about there. Or, see, let me angle the letters slightly to the left. Like that. Okay. Ooh, that works. Okay, I think that works. Okay, so I was able to fit my 3. So let's put this back. Okay, trim off the rest of this little guy. Okay, now let's decide if we want to put the desk or... I think I'm leaning toward the bookcase. Let's see if we can fit that. I mean, it's big, but I feel like I can fit most of it. I do. Let me trim off the offset on the top so I can put it right up against that washi because I don't want to cover up any more of that cute skinny washi. And it's going to go off the page slightly. I might have to lift up his ear here. I think I want his ear in front of the bookcase. Like that. Oh, and feeling, I'm gonna have to lift up the G again so I can kind of tuck this underneath. Okay, put that on top. Sticker kind of stuck to itself in the back, so I'm just kind of unfolding that little piece and smoothing it down. There we go. And then let's put the cat's ear in front of the bookcase. And then cut off the excess. I just realized, you guys, I didn't put in any of the quotes. So let's see if I can squeeze into one of those. It would be nice to get at least one small quote. So I'm gonna cut that off. And let's see. Oh, and I just realized I didn't put the rest of her earring back that I accidentally ripped off. So let's see if I can get the angle right on this. This is right there. There we go. Okay, sorry. Fix her earring. All right. Now, let's find something small. Ooh, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. Well, if I... Oh, this might work. Sleep is for people without a good book. Great book. It's in blue, though. Do I want to do that? I don't know if I do. Just one more chapter might fit. That's pretty small. Look, I have this one I can cut out off of here. That's really small. Or then I have this slightly larger one. I think either one of those might fit here. And then if I can find something small here, maybe. I mean, I might be able to fit a book as a dream you hold in your hands. Maybe I can do that. Okay, let me see if this, let's see if this one will fit. If I can fit this just one more chapter. Almost, okay. So if I trim off some of the offset, I think it will just fit. So I trimmed off most of the offset on the right, all of the offset on the bottom, and trimming off slightly more on the left, as much as I can without cutting off the letters. Okay. And then put that right here. I'm going to trim off all of the offset on the top so it fits just underneath the washi. Ooh, that just fits. Okay. Smooth that down and smooth the rest of her down. Okay. And then let's see, something here. What did I say? A book is a dream you hold in your hands. I think I might have to cut it apart, though, to fit it in this area. It's a vertical quote, but the way that the words are. First, I'm going to trim off some of the offset and see if that makes it fit. If not, I might have to trim off more. Okay. I think I'm going to have to cut the words apart so I can make it fit the way that I need it to. Okay. think this will fit perfectly right here. A book is a... Okay, then dream. And again, I'm being mindful of where the holes are. Let's see. You hold in. And then your hands. So this allows me to kind of stagger it so that it'll fit. Okay, there we go. A book is a dream you hold in your hands. Let's see. This is torn slightly, so I'm just kind of seeing if I can smush it down. There we go. Okay, that fits. So we got just one more chapter. A book is a dream you hold in your hands. I think I might even use highlighter here because I feel like it's a little plain. I don't know. Let's see. What do I have? Some scratch sticker paper I have left over. That's really light. Let's see, what about this green? Might be too green. Oh, that's kind of perfect though. I might use that one. And this is more like a chartreuse. Oh, that works too. I think either of these might work. But I think I like this darker color. And I think I'm gonna highlight the words. Okay, just one more chapter. And then maybe, let's see, I think I'm gonna do one quick line over this one. 2 over dream because it's larger. Same thing with your hands. Go like that. Just so it stands out a little bit more. I just feel like that helps it to stand out. And then maybe what I'll do is color in the bookmark here. Again, to bring in some of that color. And then, let's see, I'm trying to decide if I just want to do the spine or... Well, actually, if I color all of this now, I can write on top of it. So I might go ahead and color in this entire book cover. And these are mount liners. And maybe see if I can carefully color around this circle. And same thing with this for learning. Okay. And I think I'll do the pages in this pale yellow because it looks neon, but it's pretty light. Just to give the pages a little bit of color. And let's see, maybe I'll do, I'm going to outline currently. Just follow the script. Oh, I like that. Let's see. Maybe I should do October too. Let me use like the chiseled edge of the tip. Just to kind of trace around the letters. Doesn't have to be exact, but just in general. Okay, that's what that looks like. So I used the mount liner, and I don't think these have the names on them, but and this kind of like neon green, and then this really, it looks neon, but it's really kind of like a really light pale yellow. So that looks good. Now let's see. Actually, maybe I should color this in yellow so that it's just not white, since both of these are fully colored. I think I'll do that. Now that I'm looking at it, it looks a little plain. Since this is so light, I can kind of go really fast, like that. No, these are looking plain. You know what? I'm gonna color all of this. Let's just go for it. I don't usually color these in, but why not? I feel like it's gonna make it look a little bit more intentional and cohesive. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Again, just kind of brings it all together. All right, so these are the two colors that I used. All right, so I'm liking that. I'm just wondering if it'd be kind of cool if I had a couple of leaves to put throughout. I used to have some leaf stickers. Let me see if I have any more left. If I do, I think I might add that. If not, then I think I might be done. But let me just check my stash real quick and see if I can find some leaves. All right, so I found these really old stickers that I had from my scrapbooking days. Like this still has the packaging on it. But I have one that was out that I had already used. Now these have like this metallic shine to it, but I think that kind of goes with the washi. So I think that might work. And what if I only use maybe like the green ones? That may be kind of cute. Let's see what that looks like. If I added just the green ones falling down in various places, I just think that would give it a nice little, cute little touch. Let's see. Let's use a smaller one there. Maybe the skinny one. I might do like a piece of one right here and cut that off, and then maybe put the other half on it of it somewhere else, maybe on the other side. Put that right there. Maybe the smaller one in between that, and then maybe one here down at the bottom. Let's see if this one fits. Right there. And I put this right here, just cut it out, and then put the other side over there. Okay, so let's take this part of the leaf, and that'll fit kind of perfectly in this top left-hand corner here. It's going to bring it all the way to the edge. There we go. I like the shimmer that it gives it, and I feel like it ties in with this washi, and it makes it feel like the leaves are kind of scattered all the way throughout. I kind of like that. All right, let's go ahead and punch everything out. And kind of the trick I told you guys before, I take my finger and pull it all the way here once this part is lined up. And that seems to help me get a cleaner punch. And did I mess that one up? I think I messed that one up. I did. I couldn't see. The only thing about this punch I don't like is, especially at the bottom when you're like this and it's covered, it's hard to see, I think, sometimes because of the way that this is. Dare I try again? This is how I messed up that one time. I think because it's silver, it's like, it's shiny, and sometimes I think sometimes it feels like the part in the middle is the part where it is. And the shine, sometimes the light casts it slightly higher. You know what I mean? Ooh, I'm scared now. I think it's right there. Yeah. Okay, so with this, you just got to be careful, especially at the bottom where it's harder to see, to make sure you come all the way down to look at where it is. Because when I'm looking at it from this angle, when I have the camera, sometimes the shimmer, I think it reflects it slightly higher than it is. And it's hard to get an accurate punch. That's the only thing about this I don't like. I mean, I decided to keep it, but yeah. So I notice I punch it incorrectly sometimes if I don't come all the way down and actually stare at it above. So just be mindful if you have this punch of making sure that, and again, you probably won't have these issues because I'm filming, and so I'm a little further from it than I would be without my camera, you know, being right here. But because of that, I notice if I just like punch right here without looking, the shine on this part of it, it casts slightly higher, and then I end up cutting two holes. So just be mindful of that. So I cut the bottom two wrong because I put it in like this and I thought I could see it, but I'm really only seeing part of it when I look at it like this. And when I come all the way over here, again, excuse my head, then I realize I can slide it down and then I can actually see it. So that's the part of this I don't like. It's accurate for the most part, but I notice I have issues punching accurately if I don't remind myself to actually look over it versus just punching from where I am. Again, you shouldn't have that issue if you're punching at home because you're not going to be filming. Chances are. But if you are, then just be mindful of that because your perspective is slightly different when you are. So it's just something to be mindful of. All right, everyone. So this is going to be my currently page for the month of October. Let me know in the comments below. What books are you reading? Happy National Book Month. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
That's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, stay inspired, and thank you for watching.